Yes, guys, I have stayed with Audi, and some of you are probably questioning that decision straight away because it's been on the channel a lot this year. But before we get into those reasons, let's just talk about the cars first of all. So let's start with Group 3, GT3, probably our favourite class in the game, and probably our favourite class of racing in real life. We've got the Audi R8. Now this car, of course, over one lap, can be one of the fastest, if not the fastest, at the majority of circuits. It's got fairly good handling, a little bit of understeering there, but the Achilles heel of the car is of course under braking at the moment. That rear end, being an MR car, the weight being fairly in the middle of the car, you know, nearly 50-50, it can get a bit sketchy under braking with the weight transfer. So while we can be good over one lap, there is a lot of risk in there for a race. And in terms of that one lap as well, we are on the very limit. Can that weight spin us out? You'll have to find out in the season. But of course, we don't just race Group 3 in the Manufacturer Series. We race Group 4 as well. And in Group 4 we have the Audi TT. Now, one of the fastest cars in the straight line. However, the big Achilles heel, the front wheel drive system. Of course, any front wheel drive car, the front wheels do everything. The rear wheels sit back, relax, just chill out and wonder what the hell's going on in terms of the car on the circuit. Because they don't do anything on the rear. It's all on the front. Accelerating, braking, steering, it's all there. The front wheels are doing everything. And of course, that brings in a little bit of tyre wear as well. But it is a little bit stable, that car, so it does allow some consistent driving and some laps on the very limit, that's for sure. So those are the two cars. If you're new to Gran Turismo, they're the cars for Audi. But what are the reasons for me choosing Audi? Well, let's start with the first reason, Twitter. So at the end of the 2018 season, we just finished the Pug Dream. We didn't quite make it to the World Final with Peugeot. We nearly got them there though. We pushed to the very limit. We nearly did that solo. Well, we had the pick of the 4 manufacturers. I decided to choose on a Twitter poll that let you guys pick which manufacturer I would race in the 2019 season. I, of course, was going to keep that promise of racing with them. I was a little bit on edge initially this year, with obviously the tyre wear being so extreme, but now that's reduced a little bit, I feel I can race with them. But what are the 4 manufacturers, you're probably wondering? Well, I chose these manufacturers because they have some link to me in some way. So we had Peugeot, of course. I loved the RCZ. One of my favourite cars on the road. When it first came out on the road in real life, superb car. And the RCZ Group 3 in this game is a very nice looking car. So we tried the Pug Dream. Were we going to get some salvation this year of getting them to the World Final? So that's why that car was in there. Nissan was in there, of course. Now Nissan, I drive in real life. I drive a 370Z in real life. Lovely car. Nissan have also given me that GT Academy experience as well. So again, a link to me. That was in the vote. We then go to Lamborghini, one of my favourite manufacturers in terms of the supercars that they do at the moment. An unbelievable manufacturer. They really bring a sense of occasion with their cars. The Gallardo, the Huracan, the Aventador. They're all amazing cars, unique sounds. You know a Lamborghini. You hear a Lamborghini before you see the car. It's an unbelievable manufacturer. And it was the first one I tried in GT Sports. That went into that vote. And then finally, of course, we had Audi. The Audi as a manufacturer, the R8 is one of my favourite cars that's out there at the moment. In terms of, you know, it's actually quite usable as a daily driver, and the styling is unbelievable. So that is why we are going with Audi in terms of the manufacturer. We did the Twitter vote, Audi won. Now, I sort of a little bit hinted on it in that first reason, but the second reason why I'm going with Audi is that R8. The R8 Gen 1 car especially is one of my favourite cars that exists. You're probably going, Tidge, why? Well, it's the rounded shapes of the cars. I find a lot of cars nowadays are fairly square. It could be argued the Audi R8, the newer generation, is a bit more square than I like it to be. But my word, the Audi R8 Gen 1. If I can buy one this year, which is my goal, is to buy one, I figured if I'm going to own an Audi, let's race for Audi. And we're racing the R8, one of my favourite cars. Let's do it! We can go for it. So, can we race the R8, win with the R8? And this puts me on to point number 3, which was the promise. You guys are probably going, What promise, Tidge? You've never mentioned a promise. I have on my streams. So, if you do not know this, I made a promise about March time, I think it was, that if I get Audi onto a podium at a live event, we get the R8 that we're going to purchase. We get the livery in the game. We merge them together. That's right, we're going to put the livery I use in the game on the car. And I feel that that promise, I can't break it now, can I? No. We've not finished this year yet. And we can come back with a bang. And maybe I fulfill this promise. Maybe you guys make me bankrupt. I don't know. But we are going to go for it. And remember, guys, we have put a manufacturer on the podium before. Look at this. It's a trophy. We have a trophy there. It's from Salzburg. It was when we got Peugeot onto the podium, second place at a track which is not strong for Peugeot. Can we get a trophy for Audi? That is my goal this year. We haven't made New York, but that was because of work. I could not make New York. Salzburg, we will try and push for, and Tokyo, we will push for. And of course, if we can get Audi to the world final, the grand final of GT Sport, then we will try that as well. So guys, that's that. We've picked Audi. No more complaints about tyre wear. We had the chance to change. We're not changing. We're just going to go out there now, race hard, race fast, and race fair, as we always do. We always race fair, we always give space, we make fair moves, and we go for that victory. We always race hard as well. If we need to make the move, we will make sure we try and get that move done as fairly as we can, and race bloody fast. We will try and get those pole laps. As I say, that R8 can be bloody quick in a straight line. And over a lap, of course, while the TT is very quick in a straight line. But, okay, I'm racing for them in EMEA. Hopefully no other aliens are racing for them in the EMEA. Please feel free to be my teammates, though, guys, in EMEA. Asia, Oceania, North America, Central and South America. Are there any super aliens in these regions that wants to take up the Audi challenge? If you help me get Audi to a World Tour event or the Grand Final, a little bit extra in it for you. So what am I talking about? You get more Jaffa cakes. Yes, Lightning has cookies. We have Jaffa cakes. I will give you extra Jaffa cakes. I will get you your drinks all night. Whether they're free or not, I don't care. I will get you your drinks all night at the event. Only one night. Don't want to bankrupt me. I've got to buy the R8 livery, remember? And then finally, of course, you're going to get your name put in to the pedal cam video. An unlimited shout out there for my teammates who get me to these finals. In fact, I believe that my Nürburgring teammates are going to go in there straight away. That's right. We are going to Nürburgring, so we might even get this livery done. Get one of these bad boys before the season even finishes. But we continue to race hard. Remember that. I have no idea what we do if we already complete the promise, other than try and get first place. Who knows? But that's going to be it in terms of this Audi video. So guys, in this 2019 season, race hard, race fair, be as clean as you can, but most importantly, have fun. If you don't make a World Tour event, you don't make a World Tour event. At the end of the day, there is more to life than just a World Tour event. If you do make it, enjoy the experience. I wish everyone the best of luck for the 2019 season in the GT Sport Manufacturer Series.